What is going on, everyone? Doozy here, and welcome back to some more Destiny. So today we're going to take a look at the Wounded Scout Rifle, which in my video the other day where I was showing off some of the best vendor weapons, I actually recommended this as my top pick for that week. And I went ahead and picked it up for myself on my second account because this is a really good PvE role. I mean, you can use this in PvP. It's a scout rifle. You can take people out at long range. It's not the best up close because of its archetype, but you know, I would mostly just recommend it for PvE. But anyways, let's go over its role. So first off, for its sights, you have the red dot ORA2. After that, you have the ranged lens RLS3. And then last up, you have the reflex sights. So out of all these, I think I actually prefer the ranged lens the most. I mean, the reflex is okay. It's not my favorite. The ranged lens kind of reminds me of the Mida. Like, it's kind of similar, not exactly, but I guess you could say it's like a great value version of the Mida sight. But I actually like it quite a bit, and that's mostly what I use for the most part. If I play PvE, or I use this in PvP here in a little bit, and some of the maps I switched to the reflex sight just because it was closer up. But as I mentioned, I'm not really going to be using this for PvP. This is mostly just for PvE. But anyways, for its actual perks, so in its first column you have explosive rounds or snapshot. Then in its second column you have hammer forged or triple tap, and then the final perk is crowd control. So the three perks that make this really good at PvE are explosive rounds, triple tap, and crowd control. Now some people may say that explosive rounds and triple tap, they sometimes don't really go together. Like, same thing with explosive rounds and outlaw, or explosive rounds and firefly, or anything. Like, sometimes the explosive round won't count as a critical hit. Although, honestly, it's not as big of a deal as you would think. I mean, let's just say, like, worst case scenario, you're shooting like a boss or a knight or something, and you're landing those critical hits. You're surely going to land at least a few critical hits out of that. I mean, honestly, I've been using this in strikes, and I haven't seen too much of a problem with it. So, I mean, you know, triple tap, that you could get, like, maybe outlaw or something as a better perk. But still, it's pretty useful. I mean, at worst, you increase your magazine size by, like, 2 or 3 extra bullets, which, I mean, a bigger magazine size in PvE, of course, that's pretty good. But honestly, the reason I like this scout rifle so much is because explosive rounds and crowd control. So this is really, really good in Crota's End, in the starting section, the Abyss. Like, it can take out thralls with ease, because, you know, with the explosive rounds, like when all those thrall, they group up and, you know, they're trying to swarm around you. If you actually take a few out, the crowd control is just going to make your damage even higher, and you're going to be able to take them out even quicker. So it's really good for stuff like that. I actually have a Cryptic Dragon on my other account, and it has almost the exact same role. It has explosive rounds. Actually, no, it's crowd control, explosive rounds, and then firefly. But like I said, I'm playing on a different account, so I went ahead and picked this one up for this. So explosive rounds, you can actually use this in PvP as well. I'm pretty sure it causes a decent amount of flinch. I wouldn't say it's as much as like high caliber rounds, but I do know for a fact it does cause a decent amount of flinch, because there's been times when someone's used it against me, and you can definitely notice it. But I mean, if you don't want to use that, if you want to change it up for PvP, I would recommend you could use like snapshot, and then instead of triple tap, you could use hammer forged, and then crowd control is just going to be on there no matter what. But I mean, honestly, triple tap, it's not too bad in PvP, because I mean, sometimes it's not that hard to land 3 headshots in a row. But if you don't see yourself being able to do that, you can just use hammer forged and just snipe people from across the map. But like I said, for PvP, I mostly still use the ranged lens sight, because as I mentioned earlier, it reminds me of the Mida, and that's just kind of what I'm used to because I use it so much. I tried out the just the normal reflex sight, and it's just not for me. I mean, it's not the worst, but I definitely prefer like I think it's the MD reflex over this. And honestly, that's probably my favorite sight out of all of them. But you know, these ones, they're still usable at least. They're not completely horrible, except for the first one, in my opinion anyways. But anyways, guys, if you don't have a good PvE scout rifle, I highly recommend you pick this up. It's probably one of the best weapons being sold this week, so make sure you pick it up before the reset. And it should be really easy to get with all the legendary marks, how you can get them with ease now. There's like the heroic strikes, the weekly story playlist, and plus the Iron Banner you get, like when you turn in your bounties, you get legendary marks from that. So it should be really easy to get enough legendary marks to get this week. So I just thought I would put out a quick little video to let you guys know about the scout rifle. That way maybe you don't miss out on it or anything like that. But I guess that's going to do it for today's video. So anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching, and of course I hope that you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, if you could take a second to leave a thumbs up on the video, I would really appreciate it. It helps me out. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos and all that good stuff. And until next time, I will catch you all later.